Hi, Quality Chicks.
Hey, Quality Chicks.
I'm here with Brian Wheeler, Executive Director of the Big Hole River Foundation, with a great big thank you to all of you for voting to furlough your gift exchange this summer in favor of supporting the Big Hole River Foundation. Big Hole Lodge has been a longtime supporter of the foundation, and Dad and I have both been active members. Dad and I look to experts like Brian to inform our operation and ensure the safety of our fisheries. The Big Hole River Foundation set out to arm us river users with more knowledge of what's actually going on in the water column. I've invited Brian here today to dive into that and discuss the program and its needs.
Yeah, thanks, Wade. And thank you all for choosing to transform your gift exchange into support for our program. It means a lot to me. Support from folks like you that I've actually fished with is really just meaningful, so thank you. Our project, as a pilot project, started in 2019, and our goal is to preserve the beneficial uses of the Big Hole, and that is aquatic life, recreation, irrigation, and drinking water. And it takes good data to make good management decisions. Over the course of 2 years, we fine-tuned and created a project that now has 10 sampling sites, from Twin Bridges at the mouth of the river all the way up to the headwaters at Skinner Meadows, about 150 miles worth of river. We take samples from April through October to document how nutrient and sediment loads change as the hydrograph changes. When we get a bump in flows, when snow melts, or we get spring rains, that changes what gets flushed into the river system. So we want to take samples that correspond with that changing hydrograph. And we take bottle samples and handheld probe samples, everything from turbidity and specific conductance, water temperature, pH levels, dissolved oxygen, all the way to specific nitrogen and phosphorus readings and dissolved and suspended sediment readings in bottle samples. Then in the fall, I set back out, and at 6 sites on the river, I take bug samples. So we have a Hess sampler that we grind into the bottom of the river at 3 different replicates at each site, and we scrape every single rock that's bigger than a golf ball, and then scrape down into the bed of the river about 1.5 inches, and we collect everything that comes out of there. And then we send those samples to a lab, and we have some professional entomologists actually go through and sort and tell us what bugs and how many of them there are, so that we can get the abundance and diversity of the insects that the fish feed on. I really appreciate the support for this program because things have changed over the last couple years, in particular gas prices. So when I go to sample, this river is 150 miles long. In order to take samples at all our sites is about 350 miles of driving. And then we hand deliver to the lab up in Helena. So we're dropping about 600 miles of driving every time we go take samples. So we are a small but active organization, and we're hopeful that this data can help inform restoration work and habitat improvement projects and inform how we can treat our fisheries and watersheds like they deserve to be treated, frankly.
And you all in particular have been extremely supportive and encouraging of our efforts. You ladies are leaders in the fly fishing industry. You're sending a message to the fly fishing world that sustainable and low impact use of these rivers is not only doable, but it's the gold standard. And it should be the standard for everyone who holds a fly rod moving forward. It's too important of a sport to let go away. It's important for all of us. It gives Brian and I as guides, and my dad, so much pride in a clientele that cares about this river as much as we do. Yeah. So thank you all. We can't wait to see you. Can't wait to fish with you. We're going to have a great summer.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.